The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars in LaVell Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Upshaw. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wants to throw. It's Ivory. And the timing just a hair off.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on 3rd down. He'll set up to throw. Makes the grab. It's Upshaw. Still on his feet at the 45. Really nice job there by... Guys, the throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Got it behind the line. It's Gilbert. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Ivory. Fires to the wideout. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th.
And that's a really good start for this defense. But I tell you what, they're going to have more opportunities because they're going to throw the football a lot. They're in the top 10 in passing in college football for a reason. So this defense is going to have to play great, make plays on the ball like that all game long.
That is coverage just the way you draw it up. Don't even let him get started, and they knock him down deep in his own end. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
It's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Power football with the run. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Williams will pass. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the 1st down.
Well, it sets up 4th and short now early in the game, and this is now a massive decision for the head coach because it is early, and how aggressive are you willing to be? You could get this 1st down, pay it off, go score, create some incredible momentum, or you don't get it, it completely backfires, and now your opponents are literally knocking on the door.
He's still moving, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cougar!
What a great play call there on 4th down. You know, they script and practice these all throughout the week. You've got to be able to call something that you know you can run in your sleep. Beautiful execution on that 4th down play for a touchdown.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Oh, he's got a chance. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They feed him again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 3rd down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. Looking to pass. It's Ivory. He's going to fire deep. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Looking for more room. Inside the 30. He's down with the interception. He'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Cougar.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in the game.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Upshaw. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. With the catch, it's Upshaw. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Got his man quickly. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
If that running back wore a half-size bigger shoe, that's an incomplete pass, but he got a foot down.
He got it down. Nice body control, and you see so many running backs work with wide receivers now in practice because they're such good route runners, and you could tell the awareness was fully there near the sidelines to get that little toe in bounds, maybe.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Back to pass, it's Ivory. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Going for it all. He caught it. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. A first down run in the red zone. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. To the air, it's Ivory. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
It's hard in this area throwing over this big defensive line. They've got long arms. You saw it right there, knocking that ball down on 2nd down.
It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on 3rd down. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Headed back out to go on the attack. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Wants to adjust the pattern. Williams looking for a man. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Riley. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hang in there. He knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Rifles it down the middle. Makes a grab deep. Still on his feet. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sideline.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Williams will pass. That's caught. It's right. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Offense gets set for second down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on second down. Bears the pressure. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, this is huge for this defense because they're playing against a Heisman-caliber quarterback, a guy that can hurt them in a variety of ways. They better be able to get pressure on him throughout the course of this game. They did right there.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Looking for room. It's Upshaw. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to the ground with the running back. Got the first down and more. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability.
Turning it on! And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Canes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Extending the play. Gets rid of it. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Dropping back, it's Ivory. Fires to the wideout. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes! That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. That 14-point lead is gone, and now they'll try to get back on top with a scoring drive here. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Williams looking for a man. Quick strike complete. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats full of football. They'll get their hands full.
Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He goes down after the short.
Nigga got hit 9 times. He wasn't down?
I always have flashbacks when I watch games like this, thinking of myself as a young kid growing up in the Peon,
Wow,
Ontario.
y'all gonna give that shit to him.
And there was nothing we could do. You just had gloves or mittens. That's all we could afford. We didn't have heat lamps. We didn't have heat blowers. We didn't have these muffs or special blankets. I mean, players today have it so much easier, but still, I can tell you, not easy to hold on to the football in these conditions.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Right, why did they try to keep the nigga up there? Like, that's the crazy part for me. I hit square to slide, and they like, nah, keep his ass up.
They'll leave it with him.
Let him get hit by 40
Just
niggas.
wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
What are we doing?
Well, he got you 2 on first down. He got you 2 on second. 2 won't get it done on third. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here to stay on the field.
Third down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. A run for the quarterback.
But this nigga is Mr. Invincible, though.
On third down as they've got a first at the 32.
Like, what are we
And the
doing?
evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the miscue, 1st and 15 for this offense. Dropping back, it's Ivory. That's caught. It's Moore. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Wants to fire on 2nd down.
Oh,
Wide open downfield. Man, this
my fault,
sophomore
because
quarterback
fucking-
unleashed a
Look at
cannon
him.
on
Look
that
how he
one.
feels.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Gonna look downfield again. Unleashes to the end zone. And that one's way too far for everybody.
It's tough to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows, they open and they close so quickly. You've got to have great timing, and right now this offense doesn't have it. They've thrown 2 straight incompletions setting up 3rd down.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass.
Oh, another one.
Miami! Fit it in the window for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, you keep that passing game up, you can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Dennis. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Williams will pass. Here comes the heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
I'm not making a mistake.
Touchdown, Canes.
Yeah,
And they turn it into a defensive score.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
I don't know if you're watching, bro, but I'm not making
And they add the extra point to finish the drive.
This is not in the cards for me.
That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25.
Back to that.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down.
Oh my God.
Still looking. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Let's see what they've got on second down.
Yo, why does this game hate me? What did I do to
He
this
might want
nigga?
another play. Williams looking for a man. Steps away to find some room.
Bro, look at my team. It's like literally about to be fucking imploded.
Now they face third down.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game
Oh, my
is over,
line
because
literally
he is
trying to get my
getting
quarterback
whacked. We've
killed.
seen him go down. He's been sacked time
He's
and
been
time
hit.
again.
He's
He
been
just
hit
got
on
nailed
9 of the last
another
10
time on
plays.
that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Yeah, so
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Bringing it back.
that's why I'm
And
conceding.
he's going to score on the interception.
We can't do anything.
Touchdown, Hurricane. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end
Yeah,
zone.
he
It'll be a
can't be
touchback.
fit, like, at all. I tried to pass the ball. He's been hit on 10 of the last 11 dropbacks. The positive plays we got was a fumble.
From the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Hurricanes will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
Yeah, I will not get my players injured in a meaningless game. I won't do that. I'm sorry.